Hi guys, my name's Lee. I'm a full-time sports trader. In this quick video I'm going to show you how I trade using the BetAngel software, the BetAngel professional software. There are many pieces of software out there, Geeks Toy. BetAngel is, I'd say, one of the more expensive ones, but I need it because I like to use a lot of automation. I never let the bots place any bets for myself. But what I do is I allow it to do all the legwork, to do a lot of the searching. So I'm going to share a bot with you that I've created over the last season, and what this bot will do, it will scan for heavy favourites to start with and then send you an alert once that heavy favourite is losing. So if the odds go above 8, 9, 10, it depends, it's totally editable. I have it over odds of 8. So the first thing that you need to do, it's going to keep the order of the home, the away and the draw. So it's going to look for the favourite. We're going to set a signal for this as well. This is going to run on a series of signals, and in order for the second rule to be triggered, the first signal has got to be met. So keep the order, and we've set a signal for the order. So once we get a green light on the first signal, it will then switch to looking for a heavy favourite, so odds of under 1.8, 1.7, whatever you want it to be. Like I said, it's totally editable. So this is going to look 5 minutes before the off a heavy favourite until 30 seconds. It's going to do that 100 times, and it's going to wait 10 seconds before rearming, just to make sure that it's right. And it's then going to look for the order of favoritism and that the back price is less than 1.81. The market volume is greater than 1,000, so that's the current traded volume. You can change it to whatever you want, 10,000, 100,000. When the Premier League season starts, probably looking at about 3,000, 5,000, because we're going to take into account the lower leagues as well. The number of selections, why this is important, it's because this is going to be looking at the match odds market. So it's going to have to have a home, away and a draw in order for the second part of the signal to trigger. We don't want to put this on the under and overs and be getting alerts left, right and centre. So we've set a signal for this market, or the signal for the order has got to be met in order for this part of the rule to trigger, and that's going to be order. We're going to click over to the signal of the heavy favourite now, and that's got to be set to good. Once that's set to good, then we have a match that's going to be constantly monitored by the BetAngel software. It's going to be constantly looking at the odds and seeing where, if the favourite drifts over odds of 8, this is going to look from 20 minutes to 1 hour 42. The reason why it's going to be 1 hour 42 is because if there is a big injury in the first half, the BetAngel timer is still counting. So you could actually be going into the second half on the 60th minute as per the BetAngel timer. So it's really important that we use the in-play scanner once we do get an alert, and we can have a quick look, see what time it is, and have a look at all the stats, and then make a decision then if we're going to put a bet on the favourite on the when it's losing. So the odds are going to trigger at odds of over 8, the back price under 500, and then it's going to set another signal. It's got to look for the signal for good, and then we're going to set another signal for this rule to alert. So once the favourite slips over odds of 8, we're then going to get a pop-up. It's going to be with an audio alert as well. This audio alert can be set to whatever you want it to be. It can be your own voice, it can be a song. I have an alarm, like a battleship alarm, which I'm going to have to change because my wife absolutely hates it. She thinks someone's being broke into. I keep telling her it's just this software, but she doesn't listen, so I'm going to change it to, I don't know, the James Bond tune or whatever. It's just something that associates me with that, and it's really easy to do. It's just a WAV file. So next what we need to do is, the first thing in the morning is I will populate the day's games, and I will search for the match odds only. In the early days of me using BetAngel, I used to select the match, go down, add it manually one by one, 500 times, 800 times. You don't need to do that. If you right click on fixtures, 21st of July, all matches, and it'll just add them at the bottom. So once you click add, it will populate the entire list of the day's games. Might take a few minutes. Once you import the rule, it will then pop up, and then if you go over to apply rule to all markets, it will then put that rule into the market ready to go. It'll be constantly scanning for your signals, for your rule, for your criteria. So I'm just going to exit out of a trade now. It was the Bayern Munich Paris Saint-Germain game. It went in my favour, so I'm just going to green out of this one, and then the alert came. So I got two alerts in one. I got Rafe versus Hearts. It told me that Hearts were the favourite, they were losing, and Peterhead and Sterling. So I scroll down the list on the scanner. As you can see, I've got multi-screen set up. I've got 2x2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, so I've stretched it across. And we're looking for the Rafe versus Hearts. Leave it a little bit, 3-4 minutes before they're going to make a decision anyway, to allow the markets to settle down. But we're going to look at Rafe and Hearts. We can see that Rafe are winning 1-0, and they were the big underdogs. So I'm just going to highlight it now on the scanner, so it's going to be at the top when we scroll across. We can see that Hearts have had 9 shots and no goals. So there's 73 minutes left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stake a baby stake, £5 on Hearts at odds of 15. That's match straight away. And it's 73 minutes gone. I'm anticipating them scoring within the 80th minute, or by the 80th minute. So there we go, we've got the goal. It took 5-6 minutes for the goal to come. It was the next shot that Hearts had on target. So we're going to look at exiting this trade. Times against us, it's coming up to the 80th minute. Can Hearts go on to win? Most probably, but we're not gamblers, we're traders. So we're going to take the green while it's there, and then we're going to assess further whether we're going to lay the draw if Hearts are looking even stronger. I decided not to go with the Peterhead Sterling game, even though Peterhead were the heavy favourites, just because time was against them. I didn't think they could do enough to bring the odds down. So this is just a little example of how good the scanner actually is. It's there to assist you with your trading, and it's a great tool to quickly look at the matches, how many shots, how many goals, the time gone, and if there's high PIs. So if you're a BetAngel user, or you're looking to become a BetAngel user, I've sent this bot that I created over to Ads, and he's more than happy to distribute it to assist with your trading. I know the lads are looking to integrate a similar kind of filter on the in-play scanner to look for heavy favourites that are losing, which will kind of do a similar thing. I know they've got that working in the pipeline. This just gives you a little bit of an idea of how it works, how I trade, and for me it works really well, especially with the assistance on the second screen with the in-play scanner.